is now my privilege to bring the Lieutenant Governor, Matt Pinnell, to the stage. He has been a tremendous asset also to the state of Oklahoma in how he has advocated for the businesses of our state. And he's gone many, many places with our professional association of Select Oklahoma, and also have got to work with him very, very closely within the Lieutenant Governor Turkey Hunt. So, Lieutenant Governor Pinnell, the stage is yours.
Well, you're now all invited to my turkey hunt, which I actually will speak about at the end of my very brief remarks. But it is wonderful to be back in Stevens County and Duncan, America, to Spencer, to Representative Brad Bowles, my future corporation commissioner. I appreciate both of you and what you do down at 23rd and Lincoln. And Representative, I can't be more excited about you representing us statewide in the industry that the Congressman just talked about. Truly still the anchor of our state. Our oil and gas industry, the growing diversity of that industry as well. So to again, Senator and Representative, thank you for being here. It's a big deal to have you all here, and certainly a big deal to have one of the most important congressmen in the United States of America, Tom Cole, here with us. Big deal. He's a big deal in Washington, D.C. Yeah. And been truly a mentor of mine over the years here in Oklahoma. But it's great to be back in Duncan. Today is more about cutting a ribbon. We do cut a lot of ribbons, but that means there's jobs behind those stories, right? It's about celebrating investment, jobs, and certainly Oklahoma's future. Oklahoma's future right here in Stevens County, right here in Duncan. This project represents a major vote of confidence in Oklahoma, with a capital investment of approximately $350 million. Now again, we're going to keep that number going up. Now it's about 400. There we go. Got to get 500. Got to get 600. $400 million investment. I love it. Investments like this strengthen certainly our local economies, expand our tax base, and create opportunities across rural Oklahoma. We have 77 counties, not 2 counties. Can I get an amen? Amen. 77 counties. These are careers that help families stay in Oklahoma so we can raise our kids here, invest back into the community. And really what makes this project especially exciting is the diverse mix of industry and energy solutions it brings to our state. Oklahoma has always been an energy leader, as I said, but the future of energy means innovation. It means diversification and value-added manufacturing. And this refinery right here will manufacture jet fuel and support critical energy and transportation needs across the country. That's what makes our energy industry in Oklahoma so special, how diversified it is. It's a full buffet here in Oklahoma. You know, some states have a little bit of energy, but they're a one-trick pony. Not in Oklahoma. Not in Oklahoma. We are extremely diversified, and that's what business owners love to see when they make energy investments in the state of Oklahoma. And that's exactly the type of forward-thinking investment we want to see more of in Oklahoma. We are competing nationally and globally for projects like this. I want you to hear that. And today proves Oklahoma can compete and can win. Another round of applause for your Oklahoma Department of Commerce, who's leading the way in that global competition. Companies choose Oklahoma because of our workforce, certainly, our business climate, our central location, and our ability to get projects done. That's what the Department of Commerce is selling. And we want to continue creating an environment where businesses feel confident investing their capital and growing in our communities. Duncan and Stevens County continue to prove that they are open for business and ready for growth. Lyle, thank you for your friendship. Again, mentorship in a lot of ways. You were somebody that I called one of the very first phone calls that I made when I was running for this position. So to Lyle and to their team, certainly want to say thank you. And before I close, I want to recognize certainly again Derek Williamson. Derek has been a tremendous partner and supporter, and I'm proud to say, as Lyle said, he's become an avid attendee of the famous Lieutenant Governor's Turkey Hunt that takes place across the state of Oklahoma to do exactly what we're doing right now. I think this is a perfect way to tie this into a bow. What do? You know, every spring we invite a bunch of cranky CEOs from around the country that want to do business in a pro-business state, and we let them get a bird. a beautiful turkey in the state of Oklahoma. And then the people like Lyle are able to have conversations with people like Derek to say, hey, why not Duncan? Why not Oklahoma? You should be investing here, not just getting a bird here. And that, again, where we are today, think about that, the relationships that we've been able to foster through a turkey hunt. So as Congressman Cole said, man, a couple turkeys, a pretty good deal, $400 million for a couple turkeys. So let's round of applause for the Duncan turkeys, ladies and gentlemen. But Derek, I want to say thank you. This is just the beginning. Again, you see the community is going to have your back. We're going to answer your phone call when that phone call rings. We have your back here in Duncan, America. So congratulations again on this exciting day for Duncan, for Stevens County, and for the entire state of Oklahoma. God bless you, and God bless the free state of Oklahoma. Thank you all so much.
Thank you very, very much, Lieutenant Governor. Now, for what you guys have been waiting for, to hear from the company. And it is a pleasure for me to bring to the stage, up to speak and tell you about their exciting project, the CEO of Clean Refineries / Green Operating, or Green Fuels Operating, Derek Williamson.
I never really thought about it. $400 million turkey hunt. That's really well around here.
It's good ROI.
It is for somebody. I didn't even win. Did you not have one you could put on a lease or something? I thank everybody for being here today. This is important. It's important to Stevens County. It's important to the state of Oklahoma. It's important to the United States of America. Today we make an announcement that this industry hadn't heard in a very long time. We're bringing refining back to Oklahoma. Not talking about it, not studying it, not running the numbers one more time. We're actually doing it. Right here on this ground. And I want to tell you exactly why and exactly what that means. To understand why this moment is significant, we need to understand what has happened to the refining in this country over the past 50 years. Congressman said, hadn't built a refinery in over 60 years. 1977, the United States had 255 refineries. Today, there's 124. Half a century, we've lost half our refining sites, half of our capability to refine the same amount of fuel. But what a lot of people don't understand is of those 124 remaining refineries, they're now producing twice the volume that 255 were in 1977. Twice the production, half the sites. The facilities that survived are being pushed to their absolute limits, older, more overstretched, carrying more of the national load with less room for error. Here in Oklahoma, the average age of a refinery is 102 years old. Average. We got 4 left. Built before World War II, built before the interstate highway system, before we had real understanding of what environmental consequences would look like on how we produce energy. For decades, the story of American refining has been one of consolidation, closure, and decline. Communities that once had refining in their backyard watched it disappear, along with the paychecks, the jobs, and the activity. Nobody builds new refining capacity anymore, and that has been accepted wisdom for a generation now, until today. This site knows that story better than most. This ground was home to a refinery from the 1920s that was owned and operated by Sunray Oil for over 6 decades, later sold to Topco. And for more than 60 years, this was a place of production, of purpose, of people who came to work every single day and powered this region. Nearly 40 years of silence on this land. This land has rested. 40 years. 40 years while Americans' refining capacity shrank and what remained getting older got more burdened. This site has been waiting, and today we are answering that call. With several of our leadership members from this area, which I'll later introduce, we chose this ground deliberately. We could have built this anywhere. We came here because this is where Oklahoma's refining story began, and we intend for it to be the next chapter that's written. What we are announcing today is genuinely rare, a new production refinery, a new capacity of 1 million barrels of storage, and a state-of-the-art emissions asphalt terminal that will set the standard for what the industry can look like. While the rest of the country has spent nearly 50 years shutting refining down, we are building it back up. We are announcing today, while the rest of the country, while the others have consolidated, we are investing. While accepted wisdom said don't build, we ask the different question entirely. If not us, then who? If not here, then where? If not now, then when? Here's what we're gonna build, and here's how we're gonna build it differently. Our 30,000 barrel green fuels operating refinery that'll be located on this property will have the ability to ramp to 50,000 barrels. Will be engineered from ground up to process cleaner fuels, reduce emissions at every stage of production. Where Sunray Oil Corp refine conventional fuels for a conventional era, we will refine smarter fuels for a world that demands better. We will back it with 1 million barrels of storage and the capacity and resilience to supply our customers reliable and consistent fuel for decades to come. This is just not infrastructure, this is a commitment. Let me tell you how our refinery actually works, because our technology is the rest of the story. Using crude oil feedstock from right here in Stevens County, our process begins with a flash to vacuum separation instead of applying brute heat to the conventional refinery would do. We use a controlled vacuum environment to separate hydrocarbon fractions, and at lower temperatures with greater precise and more significantly less energy. It's not a small difference. It's rethinking how separation works entirely. And what makes it complete is what we do next. Every vapor, every emission, every byproduct of other facilities that vent their products into the air, we capture. Our closed loop collection system means nothing escapes into the atmosphere that doesn't have to. We collect it, we recover it, and we put it back to work. This is not bolt-on environmental compliance. This is not a filter on the back of the end of a dirty process. This is clean engineering and the foundation of how we operate from day one. The industry has known for decades that there's a better way to do this. Didn't have the ability to do it. The sites were up and operating. There's no reason to tear it down. We are the ones that are actually going to do this in a different manner. We're going to turn the page of how this system works and how this industry works. Let me tell you what this means for Oklahoma. The $400 million investment will create 75 to 80 permanent full-time positions, hundreds of indirect jobs. And these are not minimum wage jobs. These are six-figure careers. These are skilled trades, engineers, operators, and technicians. The kind of work that builds a life, builds a house, builds a family. This facility will run 3 shifts, 24 hours a day, every day of the year. It's not seasonal, it's not a contract. This is stable, lasting employment planted right here in this community, Duncan, Oklahoma, Stevens County, and is exactly the kind of work that no algorithm, no automation, and the absolute most important, no AI is going to take away. These are hands-on, minds-on jobs that require human judgment, human skill, and human presence. We're not building a facility that replaces people, we're building a facility that relies on people. None of this happens without the people in this audience, the people on this stage, and the people that are going to join us for this journey. To the engineers, the contractors, the pipe fitters, and the project teams who are about to pour everything into this, you're going to create something that will outlast everybody in this crowd. Oklahoma's counting on it, and I have no doubt we're going to deliver. To our investors and board, thank you for the vision and courage to back something that the industry said couldn't be done. It can, and we're going to prove it. To the regulators and our state partners, thank you for recognizing that new refining capacity built the right way is good for Oklahoma, is good for energy security, and most of all, it's great for the United States of America. I want to thank John Budd, Kiva Israel, with State of Oklahoma Department of Commerce, your partnership has made this possible. Oklahoma is fortunate to have people in those roles who move things forward instead of stifling. Also want to thank Oklahoma Secretary of Energy Jeff Starling, as well as the Stephen County Commissioners. Falau Rogro and Dadef, I can't tell you, I was telling the Congressman and Lieutenant Governor, these guys are at the tip of their spear. We deal with six or 7 different states right now, guys. None better. This is as good as it gets. To the communities around this site, this is your project too. We are here because this is where Refinery belongs. That comes with responsibilities, and we take every one of them seriously. America has spent 50 years losing refineries. Oklahoma is running its energy economy on infrastructure that was built before the Titanic sank. And this site has been quiet for nearly 40 years. We looked at all that and we made a decision. We're going to change that story. The Sunray Oil Corp opened the chapter of Oklahoma's energy history more than 100 years ago on the ground you're standing on. Closed it in 1986. Today we announce the next story. Refining is coming home, and we're just getting started. Thank you.
All right, we're just about done. So today's announcement has been a project that started in 2023. Where you see, timing is everything. Partnerships are necessary. And thanks go to the Stevens County Commissioners, the Oklahoma Department of Commerce, the Oklahoma DEQ, ConocoPhillips 66, and the Data Board of Directors and membership, which I did note, Ron Martin is in the audience as well, so thank you for being here, Ron. While today we can celebrate by the accomplishment of success by putting a shovel into the dirt and beginning to design the overall layout, and the truth is that really this is when the true work begins. When you're redeveloping an industrial park, there will be careful insight placed on the need for infrastructure, water, wastewater, roads, and rail. To build an industrial park from scratch will require an action plan that adheres to timelines. In the end, these are projects that delight an economic developer. 80 plus jobs, average wage of $100,000, and a private capital investment of over $375 million. These are the ingredients that become the wealth creators for one's community. With that, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here today for this incredible, incredible opportunity and moment. Thank you. We'll now do our show over here on the side. So if I can have my elected officials and the capital representatives, we'll do so. Hold on. All right. One thing that one thing that Derek noticed, the plans don't be so I forgot to introduce my team. So let's give you an opportunity to introduce those.
Yeah. Sorry about that. This is our core executive team based out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Parker Bowles, Duncan Boyd, Marlon Lewis, Sarah Kennedy, Lauren Alquist, Darren DiArio, one of our founders and inventors, and Devin South.
Thank you very much. Oh, no. I'll get it. All right, yep. Let's see. Let me put the company right here. So this is right here. Yep. Call it. There's on the end. However. Good. All right. we may have to tighten up just a little bit in the photo op. Commissioners, part of this. You doing that? We John? Bud? All right. Am I missing anybody? I don't need to be this close to everybody. All right. You guys want to grab a shot? Yeah. All right.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do another one.
Don't go anywhere after she's done.
1, 2, 3. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Want some dirt photos here?
Hey, whatever you guys want to do.
Be sure where you know you
Just throw it back up on the
Pick it up and just pause right here.
Yeah, that's a good one. 1, 2, 3. We want to throw it too?
Sure, to the middle.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's hats on over there.
If anybody wants a hat, we probably should give those to you before this event. But on the truck, feel free to pick you up a hat. Thank you guys for being here.
No, but then they called Sarah's and I was like, way to go. It's filming that over there. I love it. I saw you over here doing this. I thought, she's invested. I don't know how yet. And then I didn't recognize your sister. And then as soon as they turned to your sister, I was like, ah. I was like, she's celebrating your sister. Way to go. Yeah.
This guy's really, I was trying to get in there. I was like, sister. I gotta get across.
Matt Chambers, man. Nice to meet you, dude.
Yeah. So we drove down.
Yeah. Well, I saw you over there. You were like listening to it. I was like, okay, she's having a moment. So she, I know, but I was thinking she's coming.
You always have access to live, but anybody can do it.
Yes, that's a big deal. That's a big deal for the community. I think usually it's a big deal. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Figures and then much less than. Oh, really? On what? Businesses
That's what I was thinking too, all the local businesses.
Hey, how are you?
Yes.
We don't want to be traveling.
How are you?
Yeah, this is good to see other things coming in besides what we're talking
Yeah, that just makes sense.
about. Good.
You know,
I like it.
it's worth seeing